It's one of those things you kind of assume to have been true all along, and yet you are shocked when the hard confirmation actually shows up on your door. Our fourth story tonight from the former White House press secretary himself, word that the Bush White House routinely sent, and as far as we know still sends, literal talking points to Fox News for its primetime propagandists, Bill O'Reilly, Sean Hannity, and the others, to spout as if ventriloquist dummies, as if they had thought of it themselves, as if they had come to those opinions independently, as if there had been a process that was either fair or balanced. Former Bush press secretary Scott McClellan, appearing this evening on MSNBC's Hardball, ripped once and for all the fig leaf off the Fox News claim of fairness, of integrity, ending, one would hope forever, the debate over whether a government has really used private media as a propaganda outlet.
Some of the wrong judgments. Certainly there were commentators and others, pundits at Fox News that were helpful to the White House. And certainly, yeah, certainly we got talking points to those people.
Call Sean, call Bill, call whoever. Did you do that as a regular thing?
It wasn't necessarily something I was doing, but it was something that we at the White House, yes, were doing, and getting them talking points and making sure they knew where we were coming from.
So you were giving them talking points.
But I would separate the journalists.
That's important.
Yeah.
You were using these commentators as your spokespeople.
Well, certainly. I mean, certainly. I think that happens to both ways when people go on other networks as well that are favorable towards the Democrats and so forth.
Nobody's ever fed me any crap like that, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you're an independent-minded guy.
Thank you. Yeah. But aren't you a little embarrassed by the fact that your White House used a television network which is purportedly fair and balanced as your mouthpiece?
I think everybody in this town uses people that are going to be helpful to their cause to try to shape the narrative to their advantage. Again, I would separate the journalists, because the journalists that I worked with were people just like the rest of the White House press corps who were trying to report the news.
You spread you with somebody to sell stuff for, but you use the nighttime guys.
Yeah, I would separate that out, and certainly, you know, and then they'll say that that's because they agree with those views in the White House.
Well, they didn't need a script, though, did they?
Well, probably not.
Rupert Murdoch put neocons on the air under the leadership of GOP operative Roger Ailes is no secret, but Fox has always maintained, with more or less a straight face, that it was striving for some sort of journalistic objectivity. Over the phone tonight, Scott McClellan told us it was done frequently, especially on high-profile issues, and Countdown asked whether Fox ever gave the White House its desired results. Scott said yes. We asked the White House about McClellan's statements on Hardball. Current Press Secretary Dana Perino said, quote, "I'm not aware of that," and declined to comment further.